fall down. So tonight I want to talk to you guys about making your 20s count. So how many of you have used this phrase? You have plenty of time, you're in your 20s, it's okay. You might have used it, you might have heard this phrase. Tonight I want to change the conversation because our 20s are probably some of the most important years of our life. This summer I actually had the chance to speak with a group of incoming college freshmen. These are all my babies right here. And what we got to talk about was making the most of their college experience. But what I found out through this was actually the 10 years after college are actually sometimes more important than the 4 years that you spent in college. So tonight I want to talk to you, like I said, about making your 20s count. A lot of research has been done on this. Clinical psychologist Dr. Meg Jay has done some research on this and found a couple of things that are really important. Our personality changes more during our 20s than any other decade in our lives. Our brain goes through our second and largest growth spurt during our 20s. 80% of life's defining moments take place before the age of 35, and your career has an exponential impact on the income that you're going to make. Your career in your 20s does. So tonight I want to talk about a different kind of taste, a taste for adventure with purpose, because adventure without purpose is just procrastination. Your 20s are so exciting and so much fun, but if you don't have purpose in your life, then you're not going to get anywhere. How many of you are in your 20s here? Can I see hands? Good. I'm going to assume, though, that you guys are making your 20s count because you're here. But I'm sure you have a lot of friends that aren't, so let's give them some advice while we're here. And how many of you are like me and have sailed past the age of 29? Yeah, that's all right. We're the old fogies here. You can fall asleep for the next 5 minutes. I'm just kidding. You know someone in your 20s, so tonight I want you to take this message back to them as well. Maybe you work with them. Maybe they're your children. Who knows? I'm sure you know somebody. Let's talk about not wasting our 20s. Our friend Rachel here worked at a coffee shop with zero ambition, zero drive, and then lands this swank job at Ralph Lauren. I don't think so. That's not how it happens in real life, right? So let's make our 20s count because we can't waste that time. This is an epic decade. These are epic years that they're so much fun, there's so much adventure, but if you don't make them count, then you're wasting your time. These are years that you need to think about what you're doing and think about all of the things that are going on in your life and really think about what your path is. And really, this message is for everybody, but it's really important for women because payscale.com says that women's income starts plateauing at the age of 39 on average. And if we waste our 20s, that changes things dramatically for our income. I'll talk about 3 things tonight. 1, take risks with purpose. 2, stay busy. And 3, find guides. When I was in college, I had an internship at Walt Disney World. It was a lot of fun. Some of my friends had a little too much fun. And they really forgot about why they were here. Why were they at an internship? What purpose did they have? What goals did they have? Whenever we take risks, we're not just taking risks to have fun. We need to take risks with a purpose. And think about all of the doors that you can open for yourself by being courageous, going out there and doing something that scares you every single day, and having an adventure and finding that taste for adventure, but having that purpose and those goals along the way. Why are you in graduate school? Why are you moving across the country for a job? All of these things. Next, you gotta stay busy. How many of us know somebody probably in their 20s who didn't really find that perfect job after school, so they didn't do anything? You've gotta do something. A year of getting promotions and developing leadership skills and finding people to work with that are exciting and being the best employee and person you can possibly be is so much more on your resume than waiting around for that perfect job because it might not ever come. So you've got to do something and you've got to stay busy and those doors will open for you. And finally, find guides. Find friends and find mentors that have the same beliefs that you do, that are going to motivate you and inspire you to do new things, to keep along that path, and to not get sidetracked during this path of this decade of your 20s. Like I said, find people who will motivate you and inspire you. And then for all of us who are, like I said, sailed past the age of 29, let's be a mentor to this group. Let's talk to the people that we know that are in their 20s, and let's stop telling them it's okay, you're in your 20s. Let's motivate them and let's inspire them to do something with this decade in their lives because it's a really, really important decade. And I just felt like we needed a picture of a cat. So to everybody in your 20s, make the most of this. Be active, be adventurous with purpose. Purpose is the key. Be humble, but be bold. And find a taste for adventure and develop that taste, like I said, with purpose. Because your 20s will kickstart the rest of your life, and this is the epic decade of your lives, so make it count.